This story comes to us from The Guardian. Out of Los Angeles. Yep, that's right. The LA Sheriff's Department did it again. Yeah. You know, Robert Luna took over as the sheriff and he was like, I'm going to fix things, man. Alex Villanueva screwed up this department. I'm fixing it. What are you fixing? Because nothing's changed. That's right. A Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a 27-year-old woman. Guess what she did? She called 911 to report that she was under attack by a former boyfriend, police officials and lawyers for the victim's family said. Records show the deputy had killed another person in similar circumstances 3 years ago. And had he been fired or moved along at that point in time, this woman would probably still be alive. On December 4th of this year, Nina Finlayson called police and reported that her boyfriend would not leave her alone, and then screaming and sounds of a struggle could be heard. That's according to the LA Sheriff's Department in a statement. When deputies arrived at the apartment in Lancaster, which is a city in northern LA County, they could hear screaming, according to the Sheriff's Department. Finlayson was inside with her 9-year-old daughter and had been injured by her ex-boyfriend, wanted him removed. Now, the exact circumstances that led to the fatal shooting are unclear, and the LA Sheriff's Department has so far declined to release body camera footage. You know, because they've done it before in law enforcement, that if this was a good shooting, like this was a criminal, he had a gun, the cop had to shoot him, they release body camera footage right away, don't they? But when it's questionable, they go, oh, hold on, man. We got to get our narrative first before we release this body camera footage. Interesting how that happens, huh? The LASD, that's the Sheriff's Department, alleged in a statement that Finlayson had a knife and was threatening her boyfriend, at which point Deputy Ty Shelton opened fire. The family disputed the police account, saying Finlayson was clearly a victim of domestic violence who needed help and posed no threat to the officers. The coroner said she died from multiple gunshot wounds. She probably did have a knife because she was probably trying to defend herself. She called 911. He didn't call, she did. Finlayson was a mother of two, and her daughter, Zaisha, witnessed the shooting. She's going to live with that for the rest of her life. Zaisha said at a press conference alongside her grandparents calling for Shelton to be prosecuted, the police lied that my mom was threatening them. She was my best friend. She was always there for me. It's unbelievable that she's gone and she's not coming back. I miss my mom. That's what the girl said. Her 2-year-old sister continues to ask, where's mother? And she doesn't know how to respond. She doesn't know what to tell her sister. Now, the family has filed a legal claim against the county and the Sheriff's Department, alleging wrongful death, assault, and civil rights violations. Right, 4th Amendment. And probably 14th Amendment too, right? Correct me, you YouTube lawyers. Bradley Gage, the family's attorney, said you have someone who is calling the police for help and she gets killed by the police who she's asking for assistance. We've been there before. If you call police for help, you think the officers are going to protect and serve you. You don't expect them to hunt and kill you. Well, when they're going to a call, they're hot. Their guns out when there's somebody. Did we get him? Was that the suspect? But he's down. The Sheriff's Department said in a statement it had not officially received the family's claim, but would be releasing body camera footage by next week. Knock on wood. The Inspector General's office would conduct a robust review process where every aspect of the shooting is thoroughly examined and evaluated to see if department policies and procedures were followed. Well, you killed the person who called 911, so I don't know about the procedures. They said also the LA District Attorney's Office would determine whether the shooting was legally justified. And of course, they can't reach the deputy for comment or his attorney. Of course not. Now, previously, listen to this, and I'm going to close with this. Shelton killed Michael Thomas on June 11th of 2020 in a similar case. Shelton had been responding to a potential domestic violence call when the deputies arrived. They demanded he open the door. Thomas's girlfriend later said she had been having a verbal argument with Thomas, who was unarmed, and that he tried to stop the officers from entering, citing the Fourth Amendment. Thomas had also been afraid the police would shoot him, his family said, and officials later confirmed Thomas had said, "I am now in fear for my life. You guys just killed somebody." Well, guess what? They just killed Thomas too, shortly after. Shelton fatally shot Thomas in the chest. Now, the killing was not captured on any camera footage, but the case was one in a series of LASD killings that summer that caused widespread protests, and prosecutors declined to file charges against Shelton. They're not going to file charges this time either. I could put my money on it. Now, back to Finlayson here. Her mother, Tracy Hall, said her daughter had been working to become a nurse and an in-home care service worker, designed her own clothes, and wanted to make a phone app for children. She said, "I'm going to miss my daughter braiding my hair, the simple things. It's so unfair. I hope Ty Shelton looks himself in the mirror and says, I have destroyed another life for no reason. He put my granddaughter in so much danger." He don't care that and it goes down. There's a lot more here if you want to read it, description box. But he don't care that he killed. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to play God. I was going to say he don't care. But I don't know what the man's thinking. But I know he did it before. And he did it again. And he's not going to pay. The city of Los Angeles is going to pay. Then they're going to raise city taxes to pay for the lawsuit.